We've got
Yeah.
the Rado Captain Cook. So go ahead and open up the YouTube link that I
Captain
sent you
Cook.
guys.
That's neat.
Yeah, bro. We're keeping it pirate today.
Nice. I like it.
And you know, he's not actually a pirate. But
Wait,
we'll get
what?
into that.
Well, I don't.
Nah,
false
I
advertising.
fucked
You
up.
have a pirate ship.
I'm sorry.
Like you just ruined it for
But
me.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make it better though. I'm gonna make it better.
You guys are going particular rules like Game of Thrones stuff.
So I feel like this is a really cool watch. This is a diver, so it's a dive watch. So it has the bezel on the outside, which shows your timing for diving. So this is a safety watch. It's a tool watch. And the cool thing about Rado is they make their watches out of what is called high-tech ceramic. All right, we're gonna touch on that in a little bit. But Kiko, this watch is very much Kiko approved.
It is.
It is a 43 millimeter watch.
Oh,
This is a big boy watch.
I like it.
Yeah, it's hefty.
That's what she
And
says.
it retails depending on the style that you get, because there's a couple skeleton versions and there's a couple other ones that are
I like
pretty
the
cool.
skeletons. I always like skeletons.
That retails for anywhere between 3,000 and 3,800. So again, still an approachable watch, an affordable watch overall. If we're talking about luxury watches, high-end watches, and this still very much falls in that category of high-end luxury watches. Rado is part of the Swatch group. So if we're talking about Omega, Tissot, Rado, Mido, Blancpain, there's a lot of really good
rappers,
watches in that group.
Migos.
Yeah, bro, they rap. Don't worry. So have you guys ever heard of James Cook, Captain James Cook?
I've heard of Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook?
Captain
Bro, I
Hook.
don't
I've
even
heard
know
of
who
Captain.
Captain Hook, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of
This
Rufio.
is pretty close.
Wait, it's Captain Hook,
What's
right?
his first name?
Rufio.
What
Rufio.
is Captain Cook's first name?
Rufio.
James.
Which is the first name of James Hook.
What?
Peter Pan, James Hook.
Oh, really?
Is it?
Oh.
Was his
Oh,
first
I mean, that makes sense.
Was it Peter's first name Peter?
Talk about
Yeah.
Peter Pan, bro.
Peter's first name would be Peter, yeah.
This guy. So I imagine they actually made Captain Hook off of Captain Cook. Because
Ooh.
Captain Cook is actually probably one of the most famous captains, sailors,
Nice.
seafaring
Pirates.
people of all
Pirates.
time.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Him too.
True. Also true.
Told you. That guy's the man.
So Captain James Cook, he was actually a British sailor, navigator, captain person.
Nice.
This guy is one of the most important people in terms of navigation and discovery
Wow.
in recent history. So this guy discovered Australia. He discovered New Zealand.
Oh, new?
He discovered Hawaii.
Awesome places.
This guy was a stud.
Yo, this guy's legit.
I want to know this guy.
Yeah. At one point in time, he actually, in discovering Australia and stuff like that, he actually crashed into the Great Barrier Reef.
What?
No one knew that it was there.
Yeah, that's.
And him and his crew spent 2 months in Australia repairing their boat by themselves. Just like
Damn, just fucking
him
chilling.
and his boys fixing the boat
Fighting
to get it back to,
kangaroos and
to being
shit.
seaworthy.
Like, that's us in Oregon Trail. We die.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Maybe we'll talk about Oregon Trail in the future. Who knows? So this is, again, one of the most accomplished navigators in his era.
Mm.
This guy was so well respected, even during war times. People would just let him go. So he was captured by the Spanish fleet, and they just let him go.
Damn.
During the
That's respect.
That's called clout.
yeah,
Clout.
during the wars with America, the American Revolutionary War, Ben Franklin issued a statement to all colonial captains and all colonial ships that, hey, if you encounter Captain James Cook, just let him go. He's a friend
He's
of
an untouchable.
humanity.
Yo, how do you do that, bro?
That's like the
That's-
Roberto
Bro, this guy was a
Clemente.
stud.
This guy had
So-
like a fucking green pass from every country. So,
Yeah. So
It's
he
crazy.
mapped out Newfoundland in Canada. His maps were still used in the 20th century. Yeah, I mean, like, this guy is,
So he's
is
on point.
one of a kind.
He's on point.
Yeah, he's super on point.
Yeah.
So something else that I thought was really cool, NASA named at least 2 different space shuttles after his ships. So NASA's shuttles Endeavour and Discovery were based off of his ships in navigation.
Oh wow.
And more specifically, the Endeavour was actually the last space shuttle from NASA, and it did 25 missions into space, and it ran from 1992 to 2011. So that especially for us as growing up, what we think of as a space shuttle is the Space Shuttle Endeavour, and that was named after Captain Cook's ship,
Yeah, that's
which I think is super fucking cool.
wow. Yeah. Come on, man. You gotta get through it.
So
You
some
gotta
other
get
cool
through
stuff that Captain Cook did. He actually was one of the first people to prevent scurvy. He didn't know that he was preventing scurvy, but he prevented scurvy by bringing sauerkraut onto his boats. He loved sauerkraut. And
I love sauerkraut.
the acidity in sauerkraut is full of vitamin C. So he was able to keep his crew safe by
Look
giving them
at
sauerkraut.
them.
Nice.
Yeah. And the way that he did this, he faked out his crew basically. What he would do is he would bring tons and tons of sauerkraut, and he would give sauerkraut to the officers, only the officers, to make it seem like something that was
try to make it exclusive,
desirable.
and, like high profile. Yeah.
Yeah. So then like the rest of the crew started asking for the sauerkraut because he saw that the officers were eating it.
Yo, he's fucking smart.
How much sauerkraut does this guy have though? Is it like a lot of
Bro,
sauerkraut?
he had crates and crates of sauerkraut. The guy loves sauerkraut.
I need to start eating sauerkraut.
But they have hot dogs there too.
How much sauerkraut do I need to eat to get my vitamin C?
Enough? Bro, I don't
Yeah,
know.
enough.
The sauerkraut once a day.
Bottle? I just-
Nah, man. Sauerkraut for dinner keeps the doctor away. It's kind of like an apple.
makes
So right
sense.
back.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So one of the kind of darker stories that I found of Captain Cook that I thought was really interesting. Again, he found Hawaii. So he was the first person to discover Hawaii other than the natives that already lived there. And the native people of Hawaii were celebrating a festival for their fertility god. The fertility god is named Lono, by the way. Just for
No,
fun facts.
no.
And during the festival, they showed up with their ships. So all of these natives are like celebrating this god that they're praying to.
Damn.
And then out of nowhere, these giant wooden ships with white people shows up, and they've never seen anything like this. They've never seen white people. They've never seen boats.
Justin.
So they think that he's a god,
Oh wow.
and they treat him like a god. They are adorning him and all of his people with gifts, flowers, food, everything. Everything that they have, they're giving this guy.
That's crazy.
And bro, he takes absolute like just advantage of it. He's lapping it up.
Yeah.
He's like, just give me more, give me more. So he's there for about a month, and one of his sailors dies of a stroke. And then the natives are like, what the
He died?
fuck? Like, how did this god just die? Like, that's not how this is supposed to work. Like, y'all are supposed to be gods. How can you die? So things start getting really tense. And Captain Cook decides that he wants to be a badass or something. And he goes up to the god, the king of the island, and starts shit with the king of the island.
Oh,
And
shit.
the natives are just like, nah, bro, you gots to go. So they start chasing him off the island and are throwing rocks and shit at him. And it turns out that this warrior that they met as soon as they got onto the island Captain Cook gave him a knife. That warrior ended up killing him with that knife on the beach of
shit.
Hawaii. And they just wrecked this guy with rocks, stones. They
Karma
completely,
is real, bro.
yeah, they completely destroyed him.
Damn.
But then they respected him and they treated him like a king. So they preserved his hands in salt, and then they burned his body like they would have a native king.
Super respectful.
It was nice of them.
After they
Yeah.
killed him, it's nice of them.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
kill
yeah.
you, but we'll
Yeah.
treat you like a king after.
Nice guys. Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, nice guys.
I'm
I
good
mean,
on that.
You know,
Fuck that guy. I would have burned him, bro.
right? Be like, just double birds.
You're gonna
just
kill
walk
him.
out.
Obviously, he's not a god anymore.
Exactly. So something that I thought was pretty funny. He was actually trying to call Hawaii the Sandwich Islands because he had a patron, someone that paid for his ships, that was the Earl of Sandwich.
Is that why it's called Earl Sandwich?
Yes,
What?
that's exactly why.
Yo, imagine he
real
has all
person.
those restaurants and Hawaii. That's
Right?
crazy.
And Justin.
And
So,
Justin.
those were my fun facts about Captain Cook. I hope you guys enjoyed the story.
That was crazy.
That was great.
I thought he was a pretty cool guy.
Seems like a nice guy.
I gotta go try Earl of Sandwich.
Yeah, Earl of Sandwich.
You never had an
That
Earl
guy,
Sandwich?
Isn't there one
He
in
helped
Disney?
support
You
Hawaii.
never had one on the turnpike?
What about the turnpike?
Me either. I've never had one.
There's one. There's one at Disney Springs
Yeah.
that I almost got in line for, but the line was long and I went elsewhere.
Yo,
Yeah, it's like
you
a better Quiznos.
You take the turnpike at all? Like for you ever drive? And you ever drive?
I try not to.
Have you drived before?
Have you drived on the
Have you ever come
turnpike?
out to Miami before?
Yes, on 95.
Yo,
Yeah.
You ever come to party with us in Miami?
Yeah, I might be down there pretty soon.
shut up for real. When?
Well, it's bye week this week.
Is it a bye week this week?
Well, maybe not this week, but
Got him! Got him! You're like, what week is it? I don't know. Fuck.
actually, but no, this week we are playing away, so it is possible.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
So the watch, going back to the watch, guys. This watch was originally released in 1962 by Rado, and then it was reimagined and unveiled again in 2011.
Yeah, man.
So go ahead and open up the next YouTube video, and this is the one that we're trying to start at 20 seconds.
Yep.
Oh,
He got it.
Right there. Focus.
Oof. Gabby, are you the
Yeah, he's
side
up points.
person?
Point today. I'm right.
He's up points.
Buddy.
Responsible one.
Buddy,
Computer's
you're-
on that side.
Yeah.
Man, I'm impressed, Gabby. I'm
Yo,
impressed.
Gary's on point. Producer's on point. Like,
So Rado is a company that is known for utilizing materials that are uncommon in watchmaking.
Yeah.
And the Captain Cook is made from what they call high-tech ceramic. And this video talks about how they produce or they touch on how they make the high-tech ceramic. But it's a very, 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 very precise, very scientific process to making this ceramic. And this material actually comes out to be one of the strongest materials that can be produced. The only thing that is stronger than this high-tech ceramic is actually diamond. So they have to have diamond, tipped tools in order to shape these watches.
Wow.
Which I think is actually really freaking cool.
That's pretty rad.
And what actually happens with this ceramic, for one, it's hypoallergenic.
nice.
So people that have sensitive skin to stainless steel, gold,
Yep.
bronze, whatever it is. Justin's looking at his own wrist. He's like, oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Exactly.
That's for me.
That's me.
So it's hypoallergenic, and it's lighter and 7 times harder than stainless steel.
Oof. That's pretty hard.
Like,
Pretty hard.
I feel like that's actually pretty impressive. So more specifically for, again, going back to the Captain Cook watch, it has an 80-hour power reserve, which is pretty good too. But yeah, what do y'all think of the watch?
Honestly,
I like it.
I like it. I don't like the name, Rado. Like,
I like it.
I'm not the biggest fan of the name, but the watch looks nice. I like the ceramic. But to tell you the truth, maybe I'm old fashioned. I like those steel, or I like the gold, or the ceramic feel. But I do have one, so it's one that you should have in your collection. But it's not like I have multiple Rados.
Yeah.
I think I just
mean,
like the weapon utility aspect of it, and like you could probably knock somebody out with this thing, right?
There you go.
Because it's harder than steel, right? Just
yeah.
wow.
Fuck. Like that.
The only thing it's lighter though. You gotta try harder.
Hey,
It's true.
if you don't have brass knuckles, you have a Rado.
Yeah.
Just wow in the face.
Protect yourself.
That's it.
Yeah, buddy.
I do like the design and the fact that it's it needs like diamond tools to work on it. It's just, I don't know, gives it like extra points in my book. That's pretty cool.
Right?
But not enough to buy it for me.
Yeah.
No?
Not enough to buy it.
That's okay.
Not that one.
But I mean, maybe I don't know. The Captain Cook is he's pretty cool.
He's a badass,
yeah.
dude. Like, I wish I knew more about
The
Captain
fact you
Cook.
just had a
like,
green pass, like you're on the sea, you're like, oh, no, you're good. See you later.
Yeah, I'd be like,
That's like imagine you get pulled over for speeding and every cop lets you go. What?
bro, that would be badass.
You're Captain Cook.
I'm surprised the world didn't go to Hawaii to kill those people.
Those natives?
that killed him.
No.
I mean, you got to remember too. Back in the day, like that shit, the news took a while to get
Yeah,
around.
they had no idea. He was long gone.
So something else that was actually really cool about Captain Cook, he almost discovered Antarctica. He was about 40 miles away from Antarctica,
Oh wow!
and he would have been the first person to discover it.
Damn.
So, damn, this
Took
is
it
just too
right?
cold.
He can't have it all.
Right.
He can't have it all.
Nah, he got stuck in ice.
Yeah, because it's too damn cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too damn
Because
cold.
he was by Antarctica. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
I
point,
think
Justin.
that adds up. That
Good
adds up.
point.